Hello, Yankees universe. Welcome back to your go-to channel, New York Yankees News Network. Today, we have for you jam-packed updates about our Bronx Bombers, which have all come to light just a few hours ago. So, if you are a true Yankees fan, you don't want to miss these updates. And yes, before we start the video, a quick request. If you are new to the channel, then don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can stay in the loop with all the latest on our beloved team. Now, let's dive right into our first major story of the day. Update 1. The trade that saved the infield. Yankees finalize genius Caballero deal. Alright, let's talk about one of the most impactful moves of this season. Remember back at the trade deadline on July 31st, 2025, when the Yankees made a move that seemed relatively minor at the time? They sent outfielder Everson Pereira and a player to be named later to the Tampa Bay Rays in exchange for infielder José Caballero. Well, that deal is now officially complete, and looking back, it might just be one of the shrewdest trades the front office has pulled off in recent memory. Just a few hours ago, it was announced that the player to be named later is outfield prospect Marshall Toole, who is now heading to the Rays Organization 1. This completes a trade that has paid massive dividends for the Bronx Bombers. Let's be honest, the offense has been on another level in 2025, averaging 5.2 runs per game, the best in all of Major League Baseball. And a huge reason for that success has been the emergence of José Caballero. He has been nothing short of a revelation, stepping up in a massive way, especially while our own Anthony Volpe has been dealing with injuries and some performance struggles. Caballero has been a rocket shortstop, but his versatility allows him to play all over the diamond, giving the team incredible flexibility. In his first 33 games in pinstripes, the 28-year-old has been on fire, posting a .270 batting average, a .356 on-base percentage, and an impressive .848 on-base plus slugging. Add to that 3 home runs and 13 stolen bases, and you have an elite base-stealing threat that adds a whole new dimension to our already powerful lineup 1. So who is this Marshall Toole that we sent to Tampa Bay to seal the deal? He's a 22-year-old outfielder the Yankees drafted in the 15th round of the 2024 Major League Baseball draft. In his 113 games in Single A, he put up some nice numbers, a .298 batting average with an 885 on-base plus slugging. He also showed off his speed, stealing 52 bases. But, and this is a big but, he's still considered a project and has only reached high A ball. He wasn't even ranked among our top 30 prospects by outlets like Baseball America or Major League Baseball Pipeline. So, when you weigh what we gave up a struggling Everson Pereira and a far-off prospect in Toole against the immediate, game-changing impact that Caballero has had on our Major League roster, it's clear the Yankees absolutely won this trade. The Rays are now betting on their player development system to salvage this deal, but it truly feels like they made a mistake letting a player with multiple seasons of team control like Caballero go, especially to a division rival. This was a masterstroke by the front office, securing a key contributor for a wild card push for what now looks like a very light package. Update 2. Yankees to pounce on rivals $120 M superstar? The offseason starts now. Now shifting gears from the present to the very near future, let's talk about the offseason. Yes, I know we're in the middle of a thrilling wild card race, but the front office is always thinking 2 steps ahead, and a bombshell report has just dropped that could change everything for the 2026 season. The Yankees have been an offensive juggernaut this year, no doubt about it. But as we look to build a true championship dynasty, there are still holes to fill, particularly in the infield and on the pitching staff. That brings us to a potential blockbuster move that would not only bolster our lineup, but also strike a massive blow to one of our most hated rivals. Sports Illustrated's Patrick McAvoy has just urged the Yankees to make a serious run at Boston Red Sox superstar third baseman Alex Bregman, should he become a free agent. Bregman has an opt-out clause in his massive 3-year contract, and the speculation is that he will exercise it, hitting the open market as one of the most coveted players available. Let's be clear, this isn't just a pipe dream. McAvoy wrote, "Third base has been a spot of need for the Yankees, and Bregman will be the best player available if he does opt out. We've all seen what Bregman can do over the years, first with the Houston Astros and now with Boston. He's a proven superstar, a force in the middle of the lineup, and a guy who brings a championship pedigree." Imagine adding his bat to our already stacked lineup featuring the likes of Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger. However, let's not get ahead of ourselves. There are a few hurdles. First, it's not a guarantee that Bregman will even be available. The Red Sox would be foolish to let a player of his caliber walk without a fight, and you can bet they'll open up the checkbook to keep him. Secondly, the Yankees had a chance to go after Bregman last offseason when the need for an infielder was arguably even greater, and they didn't pull the trigger. Have things changed? It's hard to say. The Yankees might have their sights set on other targets like re-signing our own Cody Bellinger or making a run at a player like Kyle Tucker. But the idea of plucking the best player from the Red Sox roster is just too tantalizing to ignore. While it might seem unlikely right now, Bregman is not out of the Yankees' price range. This is a story we will be following very, very closely as the offseason approaches. The hot stove season might be starting earlier than we thought. Update 3. Fried's historic night. Yankees dominate Orioles in huge playoff statement. And for our final and perhaps most electrifying update of the day, let's talk about last night's absolute masterpiece in Baltimore. Thursday was a massive opportunity for the Yankees. With the Detroit Tigers, Boston Red Sox, and Toronto Blue Jays all losing their games, the stage was set for the Bronx Bombers to make a significant move in the standings, and boy, did they deliver. Despite a grueling travel schedule that had them arriving in Baltimore at nearly 4 in the morning, the team showed zero signs of fatigue. Instead, they came out with an energy and focus that screamed playoff bound, dismantling the Orioles in a spectacular 7-0 victory at Camden Yards. The star of the show, without a single doubt, was our ace, Max Fried. What we witnessed was not just a great pitching performance, it was a historic one. Fried was simply on another planet, delivering a masterclass that left the Orioles completely bewildered. Over 7 dominant shutout innings, he tied his career high with a staggering 13 strikeouts. He allowed just 3 hits and 1 walk, generating an incredible 28 whiffs on just 86 pitches, a career high in swings and misses. It was a display of pure dominance and efficiency, and it's exactly the kind of performance you want to see from your number 1 starter as you head into the most crucial stretch of the season. With this win, Fried now has 18 victories on the year, the most in all of Major League Baseball. But this victory was a total team effort. The offense, which is by far the best first-inning offense in the entire sport, got things going early. Paul Goldschmidt led off with a single, and after a walk to Cody Bellinger, it was aimed Rosario who came up clutch with a 2-run double to give the Yankees a lead they would never relinquish. The bats came alive again later in the game. Anthony Volpe, looking rejuvenated after a cortisone shot, hustled for a double and stole his 17th base of the season. This set the stage for Austin Wells, who delivered a run batted in single, and later, Giancarlo Stanton broke the game wide open with a booming 2-run double to make it a 7-run lead. This win was a statement. The Yankees are now 3-1 in this final 13-game stretch and hold the American League's second-best record. The division title is still a long shot, but it remains possible. More importantly, our magic number to clinch a playoff spot is now down to just 6. This team is firing on all cylinders at the perfect time. And that's a wrap for today's jam-packed episode, Yankees Universe. Thank you for tuning in to the New York Yankees News Network. If you enjoyed the updates and the analysis, make sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, Subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you never miss a moment of the action as we follow our Yankees on their quest for championship number 28. Let us know your thoughts on these updates in the comments below. Until next time, go Yankees.